In case you didn't know, and in case you haven't seen my short form content, I do have a book reading snake. So that means that I am crocheting a snake, and every time I finish a book, I add a color to that snake. So I add a row to the snake with the color of the rating I gave the book, if that makes sense. This is my color palette. We have this rainbow color for the head and what is going to be the tip of the tail of the snake. The pink is for the 5 stars rating. Orange is 4 stars. Purple is 3 stars. Blue is 2 stars. Yellow is for 1 star. And this neon color is for the DNF, which means did not finish. And the white is the color that I use in between to make it a bit more neater and pretty. I usually update in my short form content, so if you watch my shorts you would see that I have been updating, but I haven't updated in a long time and I have finished quite a few books, so I thought I'll update everything in one go with you. So here is my little guy so far. Isn't he cute? He doesn't have a name yet, so if you want to help me name him. He's very colourful. As you can see, we already had 2 5-star reads very close together this year, and we had 1 DNF. I love it, and I can't wait to see how long and how colourful it's going to be at the end of the year. But yeah, I haven't updated in a while, so let's go through it and do it together. I am on my Goodreads because I don't remember what I read and when I stopped. My last 5 stars was Beach Read by Emily Henry, and then we had a DNF, and the next one was Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which I gave 1 star. 1 star is yellow, if you remember. I was actually very disappointed in the book community with that one, because I was so looking forward to that book, because everyone in the book community has been like raving about this book. So I was like, oh my god, I need to read it. Everyone is comparing it to The Night Circus. The Night Circus I absolutely love. So I was like, okay, that is going to be amazing. I need to read it. And that was the complete opposite. It was terrible. I really, really didn't like it. The only good thing about that book is that it was quick to read. It was a very like bold font, like very big font, which made it very quick to finish, thankfully. But yeah, the story was not like that interesting, it didn't make sense. The main characters, like the 2 sisters, I was just like, no, like, first of all, the main sister, I just wanted to shake her up and wake her up. It was just like, come on, open your eyes. And then the sister that we were looking for the whole book, I would have just let her there. I wouldn't want to save that sister. And then the world building was non-existent. To this day, I still don't know what Caraval looks like. No idea. And Magic World, like usually you want to go there, but yeah, I didn't want to go there. That didn't seem magical to me. So yeah, I was disappointed and a bit sad, so 1 star unfortunately. that is it for the yellow. I am doing 3 rows of the color and 2 rows of the white. But every time I'm like, I should have just done 1 row of the white. But nah, I'm still happy with it. The next book I read after Caraval was Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. So the second book from the Empyrean series. And I gave it a 3 stars. So 3 stars is purple, and as you can see, I have already read quite a few 3 stars. So 1, 2, well, I've read three stars, so well, 4 now. Fourth Wing was actually my first book of the year, which was a 4 star in orange. And I was really excited to read number 2 because I was pleasantly surprised about Fourth Wing. I never intended to read that series, but at the beginning of the year, a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to join her to a release day, an event for the release day of Onyx Storm, and I said yes. And to kind of get like aware of what the series is all about, she lended me book 1 and 2, and so I read Fourth Wing before going to the event, and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. So I'm gonna read book 2 because I have it. And book 2 was not as good. Like 600 pages for one, like 623 I think it was. So no thank you. And second of all, like it literally took me a month and a half to finish it because it was so long and so boring. The first part I really enjoyed, but as soon as you hit part 2, I was so bored, and I really wanted to give it up. Like I really wanted to DNF it. I was struggling with part 2. It was so slow and so boring, and they brought up characters to kind of bring drama into the story, which was not needed. Like Kat, yeah, I'm talking about Kat, that jealous ex-girlfriend. Like I mean, that was not needed. The relationship between Violet and Xaden was a nightmare. Like first book, enemies to lovers, yes, I get it. But second book, she tried to do the same even though they're in a relationship, and that didn't work. I just kept telling Xaden to just leave the girl and go and just live your life. You don't deserve her. She doesn't deserve you. She's a nightmare with you. So yeah, poor Xaden. There is one thing I really was looking forward to read. Like not looking forward to read, but I really wanted to know the hype with that one line, my woman, my chair, no, my house, my chair, my woman, or something like that. I was really like, why is everyone so flustered by that scene? I thought he was saying that to someone after a big fight with them, like Dane, for example. Turns out he actually says it to Violet in a locked room, like nobody is around, and he just says that to her. So I was like, that was a letdown. So why? Like, I was disappointed. I don't understand. Girls, you need to have a word with yourself. Why do you like that line so much? Please explain to me. There's nothing exciting about it. So yeah, 3 stars for me. Not a fan. I will read Onyx Storm, but I think if Onyx Storm is a miss for me, I will not continue with the series. I don't really have time for boring books. So we'll see. We will see. After spending a month and a half reading a 3-star rating book, I needed a palette cleanser. So I went for my favorite author. And my favorite author is Guillaume Musso. He's a French author. In case you didn't know, I am French. Hi! So every time I go back to France to visit my mom and my family, I do stop by the bookshop and buy his latest book. So when I went back to visit my mom in March, I bought his latest paperback. It is called Angélique, and I gave the book a 3-star rating, so we're gonna have another purple to add. Guillaume Musso is like very high rating because his books are just amazing. I absolutely love them. I devour them. They are amazing. But this one it was felt a bit different. Like the story was all over the place and didn't really make sense. The main character was very rude and really annoying. That really annoyed me, the way like how he spoke to people, like swearing all the time. I was a bit sad that my palette cleanser from my favorite author ended up being like that. I was a bit disappointed. Yeah, I was a bit sad. I mean, you have to have some disappointment from great authors. If you find any Guillaume Musso going around and you like a bit of thriller, like crime solving and stuff, like I would recommend him. He is really good. Just this one being a bit disappointing. So 3 stars. I think that is the lowest I ever gave one of his books. Maybe I was not in the mood after spending a month and a half on a chunker. Maybe I was not in the mood for solving a crime. After reading 2 3 stars in a row, good news, we have a 4 stars. My next read was Julie Chan is Dead by Lian Zhang. It is her first book, and let me tell you, that was a book. Like, for a first one, she went strong. It was really good. If you like dark humor and crime and all that, but kind of like a light-hearted crime book with a lot of dark humor, this is for you. I only gave it a 4 star because I nearly threw up at one point. One scene was so awful to read, I nearly threw up. I told my friend about it because my friend read it and recommended it to me. She recommended it to me, and as soon as I read that passage, I texted her saying I nearly threw up, and she was like, "Yeah, I skipped that bit." That was a hard read, but it was great. I really enjoyed it. So if you are in a book slump, in a reading slump, I recommend this one. It will take you out of it. It was a great read. So 4 stars to add to this little guy. So orange. You say hi to the camera? Hello, my name is Yumi. You usually see my bum, but this is my face. I'm a cute little 3-year-old kitten. She's my baby girl. After a 4-star rating, guess what? We're going back to 3 stars. My next read was Au merveilleux de l'enfance. So I went back to French, another book that I picked up during my visit back home in March. It is a collection of short stories from different French authors. And I didn't vibe as much as I thought I would with this one, which is a bit sad. I debated whether to rate it a 2 or a 3, but it felt more like a 3. So we are going back to purple. And then to finish, last night I picked up This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. Is that Adam Kay? Yes, Adam Kay. I read 3 pages of it and I put it down. I did not like that thing at all. When the book first came out, everyone was raving about it. Everyone was saying that it was absolutely hilarious. It was so funny, the best book they've read in a long time, blah blah blah. A friend of mine who is a nurse was just cackling about it. She loved it so much. So I was interested about it. And they made a film or a TV show with Ben Whishaw. And I love Ben Whishaw. So I was like, if Ben Whishaw is in it, I'm gonna like it. But it was the opposite. I hated these 3 pages I've read. The way the guy was writing was just awful. It felt like it was better than everyone else. It felt like it read like, yeah, it was better than everyone else. It was an awful feeling to read something written badly like that. It wants to be funny at every line, like every little line it wants to be funny, but it was not. It was very cringe and yeah, just felt very like, yeah, he thought he was better than everyone else. So yeah, I have nothing else to say than that. It was bad. I didn't like it and I DNF'd it. Like after 3 pages. That says it all. Usually I wait about 100 pages before I give up on a book. But the fact that I waited like 3 pages, it says it all. So we're going neon for the last one of the video. And here we are. I do need to stuff it, but other than that, my snake is all updated and I love it. I obviously need to read better books because there is a lot of 3 stars. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And what are you currently reading? I think tonight I am going to pick up the new V.E. Schwab book, or maybe something else. I don't know. I do go on vibes, so I just go downstairs where my bookshelf is and I just pick up the one that talks to me. The one that feels right. And the one that felt right is this one. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa, and if you like everything creative, like crochet, a bit of traveling, and a bit of reading thrown in a mix, just subscribe. I post a video every Sunday, so we'll see you next week. Bye everyone!